Today, we're going to talk about a really powerful way to look at your financial life. We'll focus on that super important time around retirement, a period we're calling the retirement danger zone.
But first, let me ask you a question. Think about climbing Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. Where do you think the most dangerous part of that whole trip is? Where do the most fatalities actually happen?
Well, you might be surprised to hear this, but it's not on the tough, grueling climb up to the summit. It's on the way back down. After they've reached the top, climbers are exhausted, and that's when the biggest risks really show up. And that right there is a perfect metaphor for your financial journey.
And that brings us right to our main point. The team at Confidence Financial Partners uses that very analogy to highlight something crucial. Just like the trip up the mountain is totally different from the trip down, your approach to your money probably should change as it gets older.
Think about it like this. When you were a kid, you went to a pediatrician, right? As you got older, you switched to a regular doctor. And later in life, you might start seeing all kinds of specialists for specific things, a heart doctor, for instance. Your healthcare needs change over time. Well, the advisors at Confidence suggest your financial strategy should probably evolve in the very same way.
So let's break this journey into two big stages. For most of your working life, you're in what's called the accumulation phase. This is you climbing up the mountain. The main goal here is growth. Your return on investment, your ROI, is all about getting your capital to appreciate. Time is your best friend here.
But then, eventually, things shift. You move into the income phase. This is the journey down the mountain. You've hit your summit, retirement, and the whole objective changes. Now your ROI isn't just about growth anymore. It's about turning that nest egg you've built into a reliable, consistent stream of income you can actually live on. So this is a good moment to just stop and think about it. Where are you on this financial mountain? Are you still climbing, focused on accumulating? Or are you getting close to the top, getting ready for the descent into that income phase? Knowing where you are it's a huge piece of the puzzle.
And this brings us to what might be the most critical part of the entire journey, a period the Confidence team calls the retirement danger zone.
So what exactly is this retirement danger zone? Well, picture a 10-year window that's centered right around your retirement date. It's the 5 years before you retire and the 5 years after. This is the stretch where your life savings can be at their most vulnerable.
Now, why is this window so incredibly important? Let's ask a pretty serious question. What happens if a major market downturn, something like what we saw back in 2008 or more recently in 2022, what if that hits right when you're in this zone?
A downturn like that could mean a huge drop in your portfolio's value. The impact of a significant market decline can be so much more intense when you're just about to start drawing income from your savings, or you've just begun. And here's the real kicker. Here's why this is so critical. When you're in the danger zone, you've lost your most powerful ally, time. After a big market crash, you simply may not have enough years ahead of you to recover those losses.
This really gets to the harsh reality of risk at this stage. Think about this. What took you 3 decades to save up can be impacted much, much faster. You can lose money a whole lot quicker than you can re-earn it, especially when you're not adding to your savings anymore.
And there's another challenge with the danger zone. It's the fact that for pretty much everybody, it's brand new. It's completely new territory. After all, you've probably never retired before.
Because it's your first time going through this huge transition, you likely haven't developed a tested process, a playbook, for making these kinds of critical financial decisions. You're going from a world of saving that you know to a world of generating income that you don't.
The advisors at Confidence put it really well when they say, the first time you do something, sometimes you don't know what questions to ask. It's that classic, you don't know what you don't know problem. It's just so easy to miss a key detail when you're in uncharted waters.
So, let's bring it all back to that doctor analogy from the beginning. Are you still using a pediatrician strategy from your accumulation years when what you might really need now is a specialist's approach designed for this income phase? Is your financial approach truly aligned with where you are in life? Is your portfolio designed to protect so that your nest egg can provide for the years ahead?
And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As you get ready for, or maybe even start, your own journey down the mountain, what are the critical questions you should be asking to help navigate that descent?